Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of The Real Honest Raider. I'm your host, Rick Grimes. Today we're going to keep hounding you on how bad Derek Carr is in the dissection of this dumpster fire quarterback. I want to preface everything by this, like I usually do. Derek Carr is bad. He's never been good. He's never going to be good. We're never going to win anything. And anybody that likes Derek Carr is an idiot, and I hate you. Now that we got that out of the way, let's continue. Derek Carr has no peripheral vision, cannot feel pressure, doesn't pay attention to pressure, imagines pressure, doesn't throw with proper leverage, throw it on time. Um, yeah, I feel like Derek Carr embodies everything that Joey Bosa said about him. That as soon as he gets hit, he's dead. He's dead from the neck up. He has no ability to recover. He is a paper man, if you will. You know what I mean? He's got no fortitude, no drive to win, nothing. He's got a styrofoam spinal cord. He's gutless. Derek Carr is a gutless coward, and that's the end of the day. You know what I mean? Here it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Derek Carr calls the mic. He also likes to hand it off to Ghost. There's the handoff to the Ghost. There it is. The Ghost runs the wheel route, and he's going to be wide open. Don't worry, he'll throw it to the Ghost one day. I think he did it against Dallas one time. It was thrown to a Ghost. And here's Derek Carr loading up like he should have thrown right here, right? He loads up like he's going to throw, and then just doesn't. Why? I'm not really sure why he doesn't throw it here, because either maybe it doesn't see Devontae looking, or he doesn't remember what the play was because he handed it off to Ghost. Maybe he doesn't remember what Devontae's going, and now he's just confused, and he's like, this isn't the right play. Or maybe he forgot the play and he's now confused, so now he's just going to stand here and take this because he's looking this direction. He can clearly see primary blue color coming flying right at him. Because if you have any peripheral vision, like think about Walmart. If anybody's standing next to you at Walmart and they smell or they're ugly or well, I don't want to say the word, the F word. You know what I mean? They're bigger, right? Now, bigger people with, maybe they have the spandex pulled up over their chest because they're not wearing a bra. It's pretty crazy. Walmart's nasty. You don't want them to cough or sneeze on you. You don't want that Rona, right? So you have that peripheral and you're looking at them through the side and you're like, please God, don't get near me, right? You have seen that. You've been a part of that because we've all gone to Walmart. Don't lie. And Derek Carr has no peripheral vision. It's like he's got horse blinders on. He reminds me of that lady from My Cousin Vinny. If you haven't seen it, great movie. Go ahead and watch it. I highly suggest it. Where the old lady and he gets the two fingers and he goes back to the end of the back of the courtroom and says, "How many fingers am I holding up?" And she says, "Four." And he walks up to her and puts the two fingers in her face and says, "What do you think now, dear?" And she's like, "Well, I'm thinking about getting a thicker set of glasses." Good idea, dear. Right? Everybody thinks Derek Carr is an elite quarterback. He's not. But, maybe he needs a thicker set of glasses. Maybe he just can't see this big guy 6 feet away from him. He can't feel it, right? He's going to stand there and take it like a boss. Bam! Takes it like a boss. Doesn't even flinch. Doesn't even move. It's like he's oblivious, dead from the neck up. Or, here's the ugly part. You could think about this along two parts. Derek Carr, obviously doesn't have any skill set that's going to keep him alive in a pocket, or at least yield a championship winning team. But perhaps Derek Carr planned to be sacked there. That would be another part, right? I don't believe that maybe he was planned to be sacked, but there might be some people that could look at this and say, hey, it looked like he was intentionally trying to be sacked, right? And that you'd have a good case for that because he legitimately was looking at him and then just stood there, right? He just stood there. Sure, like one, two, three. The ball should have already been out of his hands. Devontae was, right here, had him beat here. All he had to throw it, even just throw it up and over, doesn't matter. Take anything there, or move up and out, move up and over, move up and just run. Who cares? But just don't stand there like a lump of shit with like, lead bricks in your feet. You know what I mean? They look very intentional. So they would have a case, and I think I have a case that he's dead from the neck up. So let's continue on the backside of this. Derwin James celebrating because his team's better than ours because of the quarterbacks. If we had Justin Herbert, by the way, we'd be winning Super Bowls. By the way, just want to let you know that. But we decided to keep Derek Carr. Here's the backside of that. There's the handoff to nobody. The Ghost is still winning the wheel route somehow, and he's going to throw it to him someday. And here we go. There's the powder blue coming right at him. Can't see it. He's looking that direction. Doesn't feel any pressure. Loads up like he's going to throw it. Here's where Devontae was at the 50. Or he's going to throw it at the line where he's passing the guy. He should have thrown it. Bam. Loads up and just takes it, right? I don't understand why he didn't even bother. He didn't even bother throwing it. Didn't even bother. Didn't bother moving. Nothing. Let's go to the next play. This isn't the next play, but we're going to go to the next play. Here we go. Here's the next play. Derek Carr. Remember Bosa said, hey, if you get a sack on him, he get in his head, he creates ghosts and he panics and he gets happy feet and doesn't pay attention to surroundings because we just saw last he was just literally dead from the neck up, or it was an intentional sack. I mean, I guess you have a point for both. But I just think he's just stupid. He has horrible peripheral vision and perhaps on the spectrum, maybe. I don't know. Nothing against that because I have a son that is on the spectrum, so I totally understand. But maybe this one is maybe he doesn't have peripheral vision. Maybe he has to zero in on someone because he doesn't have the ability to multitask. You know what I mean? There is that disability, right? So we shouldn't really hate on cars too much, right? Because maybe he has a disability. He doesn't have a disability. He's a pro athlete. He's the top 1%. You guys are all idiots. You guys thought that was going to be a joke. He is a joke. And you're a joke for thinking he was special. He's not special. You're special. Derek Carr's terrible. Here it is. Bosa was right. 100%. This proves it, by the way. This proves it. This proves it. Here we go. Nobody here, nobody home. Old Mother Hubbard, and nobody's even attacking the cupboard. He has got a clean cupboard. Here it is. Clean cupboard. Here it's clean pocket here. I don't even know. I can't whistle that good, but golly, it's really clean. And still nobody. He was going to throw it here. Not sure why he didn't throw it here. Like, not sure why he didn't throw it here. Like, why didn't you throw it here? Wide open, right? Wide open. Unless this is an intentional garbage play, unless he's shaving points. Like, this scumbag is either shaving points or he just doesn't want to throw it to the open guy who's not even cut. This guy's turned around and all he has to do is throw it. Like, there's no way he's cutting back to get this before Derek gets him the ball. I mean, he's going to get hit. He might be a yard short. Who cares? But watch this. Panic. He touched his guy's jersey. Just touched it. There's nobody coming in around him. This guy's getting dealt with. These two are freaking in the dirt. Nobody there. There's nobody behind him. He can't feel any pressure. And just lobs it out of bounds. So let's not throw it to the open guy. Let's just throw it to the out of bounds. Right? That was his choice. I flip and hate all of you Raider fans who like Derek Carr. Because you're not real Raider fans. You're Derek Carr fans. I hate all of you. I wish you all a terrible life. You people are the original slow people of this world. You're the people that ride slow in the fast lane. The ones that don't use blinkers. The ones that sit there and claim the election was stolen. You idiots are dumb. You idiots are dumb. And I bet you were at that frickin' January 6th thing thinking you're going to overthrow the government. Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen, moron. The election wasn't stolen. Derek Carr's not good, and you're stupid. Have a nice day on that one. And let's go ahead and take a look at this from the backside. This is where it really shows how bad Derek Carr is. Oh, my God. Everybody who loves Derek Carr, please do me a favor, jump off a bus. Just while it's moving, too. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Wear pads. Be safe. Look at this. No reason to be there. No reason to be there. Look, the panic. Nobody's even around. Nobody's even around. Pockets clean. Nobody's here. Nobody's even touching him. He just created his own pressure, ghost in his head, threw it away. Right? Because why? Derek Carr's bad. Derek Carr's never been good. He's never going to win a championship, and anybody who likes him is an idiot. And let's get to the next play. And here we go. The last play of the drive that I really want to talk about here because it leads to a field goal after this because Derek Carr can't hit Waller on the open on a man route. Here we go. He throws it terribly. He doesn't side shift his feet, doesn't shuffle, doesn't have any good footwork, throws off balance. He has no pocket awareness, walks into his own players, walks into sacks, stands there for sacks, has no peripheral vision, and can never throw the ball in front of his receiver with any degree of consistency or any timing when it counts because Derek Carr in the red zone is one of the worst quarterbacks to ever live, to ever be alive, to ever play the game. Derek Carr is one of the worst people I have ever seen walk on a field because he is so consistently inconsistent that it makes every throw a coin toss, right? And if you have a coin toss quarterback, you might as well just turn off the TV because you're going to end up throwing something through it. You're never going to win a championship. The teams are going to figure out that you're just a coin toss and GG's. So here's the play. Darren Waller's going to cut across the Dealey Whopper, and he's going to Darren Waller's going to cut across the Dealey Whopper here, and way behind him. Like this is a throw where Derek Carr panicked through off balance again. You could tell he panicked because his feet were offset, everything else, bada boom, and He almost threw an interception in the end zone to Derwin James. If Derwin James had his eyes turned to the quarterback, he would have grabbed the ball and went for 6 the other way because Derek Carr is not catching him. But hey, look against the Chargers last year. Guess who else threw an interception but was able to track down the guy and tackle him? That was Marcus Mariota because Marcus Mariota is a real quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner, and we had him on our team, and you guys shit all over him. We could have won a championship. We could have won a championship with him with this team. We could have won a championship 5 times over with Marcus Mariota on this team. But you people want Derek Carr, who's got ghosts in his head and can't throw a simple crossing route. Like you learned this shit in in Pop Warner in 10U or something like that, right? You learn these things. So what do we got here? Let's go to the back end view. This Waller play drives me mad, bro. Like he just, it was like he, look how casual he threw the ball. He's like, I'm bad. I'm bad. And he does that to Waller all the time. All the time. And Waller's stats take it down. They take a tank, and he doesn't get it. We kick a field goal. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who likes Derek Carr, please stop being a Raider fan. Take the jerseys off. Take the hats off. Just buy a Carr shirt. Just buy a number 4 and a Carr shirt and walk around with this. Or just walk around with get a Carr tattoo all over you so I know who you are and make sure it's visible so I can just avoid you like the plague. You people, I don't want to catch stupid, right? You know what I mean? You guys have a disease, it's stupid, and I don't want to catch it. I don't want my kids to catch it. I want you to wear that like flare on your arm. You know what I mean? Put that put that logo, number 4, you know, Derek Carr, not Brett Favre, because that would have been something. Even though I don't like Brett Favre either as a person, but he was a great quarterback. But Derek Carr, number 4, put that on your arm so I know you're a diseased human being. Everybody else who doesn't like Derek Carr, you're invited to any party, any gathering. I will shake your hand, celebrate with you, buy you beer, and tell you that Raiders are going to recover from this one day, but Derek Carr is going to have to leave first. This has been The Real Honest Raider. I'm your host, Rick Grimes. Everybody have a great evening, except Derek Carr fans. Kiss my ass.